Welcome back, folks. Welcome back. It's been a while. I know. Back here in the garage. JoJo. Boys are finishing their homework. Today's Veterans Day, 2024. Yeah, so thank you all the veterans, guys and gals, everything you do. Keep us safe and all that. That's great. I had a little time, day off work, so I had a little time to tear into the G. And last time we had a chance to look at it, I got it running. Aha! Yes! Ran like total shiatsu. I did a leak down test and I had like 100% leakage on the exhaust side of the number, it's either number 4 or number 6. I don't remember which one. It's on the previous video if we want to go back and check that out. Low compression, ton of leakage on the exhaust side. I bore scoped it and it looks like we got a bad exhaust valve. But unfortunately, to get to any of that, we had to take off all of this awesomeness. This cross ram manifold, the exhaust manifolds. That's how, for those that aren't familiar, this is how the rams don't frost up, because they're way out on the fenders. But they also get too hot and burn a hole in the manifold. But anyway, that's a deal. I didn't include any video taking that apart because I would definitely get a language strike. That's a mother. So we're down to like a more basic engine here. And what we're looking at is, let's see, 2, 4. I did notice when I took the turkey pan off, I'm like, oh, there was and that's an intake valve. Oops. Yeah, that's an intake valve that's off. So I don't remember. I'll have to go back and review the footage from the compression and the leak down. Obviously, I think compression would be okay, right? Because that valve would never open. But I'm pretty sure the exhaust on this side was the one we were after scoping it. It was either this one or this. Now I don't remember. I don't know. Refer to the previous video if I bothered to include it. I don't know. So now we're at the point where we're gonna have to pull that head off for sure. And this engine has got some miles on it. The car says 95,000, and I'm pretty sure that's accurate. I don't think this engine's ever been out of the car, but I know it's had some work done to it. I did dick up this one stud too. This stud here, I just barely hit it with the impact just to try to jar it loose, and it instantly snapped off. And then back over here on the driver's side, this stud right here, it wasn't a stud at all. It was actually, somebody had put a bolt in there. And I remember reading, I think these are kind of like a bolt thread, but they're also kind of tapered like a pipe fitting. So I think you can kind of cross thread bolts in there and they kind of work, but then when you go to take them out, you snap them off like what I did there. So what I want to do is I want to get these heads off and get them to the machine shop so they can start working on them. We're coming up on Christmas, I want to get those done and rebuilt, put downstairs in the basement so when we're ready for them, they're good to go. I don't know if I'll get the engine. I want to get the engine out, and I'm kind of going back and forth if I should take the engine out with the transmission or just take the engine out. This has that goofy torque converter that has like 8 bolts with studs that go through the back of the crankshaft. It's kind of a weird deal. I don't know how difficult that would be, and I don't know how heavy it's going to be, so I might have to consult the club on that. Oh, speaking of the club, this engine is original to this car. It's an R413 HP right there. I know there was some question about that. There it is. So yeah, I don't know if we'll time lapse maybe taking the heads off, or at least maybe I'll just zing that head off there, and we'll see how the valves are looking, see if my bore scope analysis was correct. I'll zing that off, and then maybe we'll time lapse the other side or something. I don't know. I'll be back in a flash. It's getting cold out though. All right, look who I found. Al's back, got his homework done.
Yeah.
So I got the rocker arms off. Here, you want to take that, buddy? Why don't we check to see if it had any stuck valves? I'm really kind of worried about this one. Here, come on over here. Remember how you can check for the stuck valve? It's getting effing cold. Listen. That one's free. That one's good. That one's good. That one's good. Good. That one's good. I can't get that one. I can't get that one in the back. So wait, listen. Yeah, those sound pretty good. So Alex, I was telling everybody at home when I first took the valve cover off, I thought we had a problem with number 4, but the number 6 intake push rod was laying in there. So it had come off of the rocker arm. I don't know how. The only thing I can figure is maybe the valve was sticky and it slacked up a lot and then it just popped out because it wasn't bent or anything weird like that. So it's not like the valve was stuck up and then we rolled it over. But then, you know, the other thing too, it sounded really rattly. But here, come over here, check this out on this side. It was building oil pressure. You got oil laying down in these rocker arms. So it's not like it lost its prime, but I think as I was cranking on it, it eventually built up enough. I just wanted to see proof of concept, right? Is it gonna run? Does it have like a bad rod or something? So why don't we, what are those, 5/8? Why don't we zing those off with a gun and then pull this head off? Because this is both of them need to get redone, but this is the one in question.
It's a good camera.
No,
right
11/6, what are they, 11/16? Sure enough is. All right. Probably gonna use the big gun on that, 11/16. Do it live.
Do it live.
Do it live. Here,
Oh, jeez.
do it live. Easy does it.
Oh boy.
Oh, that one wasn't even really tight. That
Taking
one.
out the whole neighborhood.
I know, this old car. Uh-oh. That's gonna dick us up.
Did you get it?
Let's try to hit it forward. And then back. Oh, please come out. Yes, all right. Woo! See, sometimes if you hit him forward a little bit, it kind of shocks him. There it is. Let's bust this bitch loose too right here.
I hate this thing.
Yeah, this thing sucks. Oh. All right, beefcake. Beefcake. Oh.
Do it live.
Do it live. Whew. All right. Are these all the same length, these short ones? Is it like a Chevrolet? Hi, Al. Do you know if these are all the same length, the short ones?
I have no idea.
I don't either. How do they look like they are? Let's look. I bet they are. Oh, yeah. Look at that. F it. Yeah, they're all the same length. Papa used to say, you wouldn't believe how crusty these old car engines were with the old oil in them. And I'm like, yeah, right, whatever. Sure enough, here we are. If he was here, he'd be like, I told you. I told you.
Is he wrong though?
Huh? No, he's not wrong. It's all sludged up. Look at this. You could take a more modern car apart today that's got 200,000 miles on it, and it's way cleaner than this engine.
Like the old van.
Yeah, like the old crunchy van. All right, you ready for beefcake?
Yeah.
All right. All right, here we go. Oh, we got a little juiceage coming out.
Is there a pan under there?
Yeah, it's in the wrong spot like usual.
Oh my God.
Hold on.
Get her done.
Get her done.
Oh, yeah.
There she is.
Just leaking all over the floor.
Yeah.
Oh boy, it doesn't smell good either.
No. Somebody filled it up with coolant. There's no way that coolant was that green sitting in here all this time. There's no way. I mean, look at how corroded the water passages were. All right, here we go. Do it live. Oh,
Juiceage.
oh, she's a heavy hog. Oh, I got one I didn't get. All right, here we go.
Joey's not paying attention today, huh?
Yep. All right, let's bring her over here, Al. Oh, shim gasket. Yep.
Falling apart.
Yep.
Right in the ground.
Ground. Here, just move over here. Oof. All right, what do we got?
So smells like sheet.
Ah, you know what, dude? Here. Come here.
Would you like the camera?
Yeah, look at this. Here, let's. This one.
That one could easily face.
I think that was the one that was dicking us over. Let's look in here. What do we got going on here?
Whoa.
Did we?
Are your old man eyes?
I don't know. I can't. There's a little. Can you hear that?
Does it have to be even?
Yeah, it should be smooth. There shouldn't be any rust.
Doesn't look like there's any rust.
Shouldn't be any crustaceans.
What? Pretty good.
Yeah, it's not terrible, is it? This looks like this right here. Look at that in there. You know what though? That probably clean up.
Yeah, that looks like just dirt.
Well, yeah, it could be funk. There could definitely be funk in there. You know, and we got license to eradicate funk. Not terrible. Not real great either. But we might be able to get away with the valve job and I don't know. I am terrified to have to take this thing all the way apart to put a camshaft in it because camshafts now are junk. It was this cylinder, I'm almost positive, but maybe we just had a sticky stem. But anyway, we're balls deep into her now. We might as well.
Clean her up.
Well, we might as well send her to a machine shop and have the valves touched up. There you have it, folks. We're gonna whip the other cylinder head off, check that one out, and then maybe we'll check in with you one more time. And we'll wrap this old video up, huh, Al? It's getting freaking cold. And just like that, through the power of YouTube. I'll tell you what, man, YouTube is amazing. You can watch a guy like myself do something, but you don't have to do all the cussing and knuckle busting and all that other stuff. So I got the other head off. Check this out. You know what, man? It's not looking too terribly bad. So look at these heads over here. I'll show you these real quick. I think I'm gonna pull a couple valves out and check, see how the guides are. If they're really loose, we might be able to fire up this bad boy and maybe do an old school valve job. We might get by on this here. Oh yeah. So here's the driver's side. This was the one that wasn't showing, you know, it had good compression. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Hey, just regular old car stuff. And then here is the passenger side. This is the one, like I said, now I can't remember. Either number 6 or number 8. I still think that this valve here is sunk in. See how, compared to this one and this one, right there. You see that? It just looks like it's more sunk in than the others. I don't know. I'll tell you what I'd like to do. Get off here. What I'd like to do is take these heads to the machine shop, have them do them right, and then give me the old valves out of them if he puts valves in it, and then I can practice, get some stones from my grinder, and I can practice on these old valves. Practice cleaning them up, clean up the stems, you know, do the whatever and the whatever. Because yeah, now that I look at that again, look at that one. That's the one. It is sunk in a little bit. And it's, you know, unleaded fuel. I'm sure these heads don't have hardened valve seats. Well, I mean, look, there's no inserts that I can see, you know. So it is what it is, man. You know, nothing's crazy, just old engine stuff. I think we'll still pull it out. We'll tear it down, check check the rings, check for taper in the bores, all that jazz. But we might be able to get by with not having too much craziness going on at the block. Cross your fingers, I'm sure. I'm foreshadowing and we'll have some crazy machine shop build. But hey, man, old cars sat around forever. So if you want to see us progress on this 1961 300G, appreciate you tuning in. And when we get the heads off and get to the next step, hopefully we'll have enough content and do another little video. Until then, see you later. Thanks for watching.